Hey fam, how you guys doing? Trying to make sure I have everything. Little technical difficulties, but I'm on, family. I am on. And I just want to talk about the light we carry. Whew, family. I'm going to talk a little bit because a lot of you guys don't realize the light you carry, don't realize how powerful you are. I don't know if you guys listen to my podcast. And I was like, since you're not listening to my podcast, I said I'm gonna come on YouTube and go live and tell you guys about the light you carry, how powerful you are. I can only relate to me and pretty much the people I talk to, and just to get you to know, look, I'm a herbalist. I'm not here to convince you on the herbs because this is God's working and his stuff already works. So I'm not convincing you on here. But I just want to speak to you about the light you carry, about you, your mind, your body, your soul, what you represent. I know this time of year between, I want to say October to like January 15th, even after like around February, you will say even that holiday is sugar, 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 sugar. It's the flu season. I don't know if you get my emails, but I've been just telling you guys about the sugar and all this other stuff. Not sure if you go on my website. Y'all could go on my website. Now I got ebooks and I'm putting articles up there. I'm putting more blogs up there just to get you guys to be more aware. But anyway, we should be talking about the light carry. Look, family, if you guys don't know how powerful you are, let me tell you. So we already know that. Try to make sure that I'm centered, family. Let me make sure I'm centered. Um, just make sure I'm centered and I'm seeing everybody's chat. Because before I wasn't seeing your chat. So I just want to make sure that I put something in there. Y'all can make sure y'all put in the chat. Tell me where you're from, where y'all at. And if y'all just want to say hi, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You gotta resubscribe and unsubscribe and then hit all to hit the notification, because I don't know. Everything's falls out. Y'all know. I know. This health arena, they really don't want you to get it. But I'm going to be speaking on 3 different areas: mind, body, and soul, business, and some other things. Some other things. I may be talking a little trash, and I'm always talking trash. But I'm just going to just basically speak on, the stuff that we've been lied to. I'm always telling y'all to forgive your parents, but we got to forgive more than that, especially the stuff we learned in school and these nursery rhymes and all these European holidays. This is flu season. If this is flu season, why is sugar like number 1 on the list to be sold? I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but I'm speaking on the people that, and I'm answering some supporters questions, not subscribers, but supporters questions. People that support me way back in the day, and people who still, and for those who are new, don't know me, I'm Herbalist Viola. This is Very Wise Alternatives YouTube channel. I do have a podcast and a Pinterest and a Instagram and a Facebook. Well, look, my old Facebook has been blocked. I can't say it's been hacked, but I have been blocked. So I got a new Facebook as Herbalist Viola :Queen. I had to put the herbalist in there and everything else, and I had to add it in there. But y'all go back and get off the old page and get on the new page, because they not doing this right. You reach out to the social media, but they ain't listen. They ain't listen, because it's all the same people. But anyway, y'all already know this time frame, a lot of depression, a lot of stuff that's on us and make things heavy. Family, the light you carry is powerful. I keep saying that the light you carry is powerful, and we have to look at our environment. Look at your environment. We got to look at everything that's around you. Just think about your mental game. Your mental game. Think about when you was a kid. If you grew up in the projects, I'm gonna just say that because I was a child from the projects. I lived right across the street from the Bronx Zoo, in New York City, in Twin Parks projects. Projects. Did you hear what I said? Projects, and they'd be like, wonder sometimes, things be happening to us. I can say about me from where I grew up, the light I carried was dimmed, family. I'm gonna be honest, the light I carried was dim. You already know foods changed, but food started being manipulated back then in the 70s. In the 70s, because there was no more that we was growing our own crops and we knew we was eating. So the foods changed heavenly. The food changed so dramatically that right now, I don't know if you went and listened to my podcast, Very Wise Alternatives podcast. It's on Anchor, but just Google it. Y'all, my face gonna pop up because y'all, what other company you know is Very Wise Alternatives? But anyway, family, I'm trying to reach those who, depressed, feeling down, and wondering know why they're feeling down and why they're feeling blue and why all this crap and PTSD, that's one of my courses that's weighing heavy on us. Now, I can say growing up in the projects, it's a project. Y'all know that, right? All the bills are turned inside. It's a project. I spoke about that on my podcast, and y'all go to Yaki Awakening. He's talking about it too. He broke it down. I was like, it punched me in my gut. I said, what the hell? You mean what? I'm not going to get all into it, but I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. But he breaks it down about the projects and what it manipulates you and get you twisted, with the education, with everything, food, education, what you've been taught. And y'all know I keep saying we know to unlearn. And I know this, I don't know if this video gonna stay up, but y'all already know from the stuff that we learned and everything, our lights been dim. I can say about my lights been dim. I can speak on the environment I lived in, how, violence happens. I ain't gonna get too much into it, but just speaking of the violence you see, especially living in the projects, way back in the 70s, you might say 60s, 70s, and 80s, living in the projects, it does something to us, family. You're crowded, compacted, you're feeling different auras, different realms, different energies, environments. You're feeling different everything because you're in this box and you're compacted and you're seeing different things, especially if the elevator don't work. I'm gonna go, especially if the elevator don't work. And if you live on the 11th floor, you think it's safe going up and down them stairs? No, not for a little kid. I lived in in those projects, I want to say between second and eighth grade. between about that time. No, seventh grade, because eighth grade, you know, I moved to Manhattan for 2 years. I just put that out there. But we got to realize what it does to a child, what it does, especially if your education is crap. Sometimes your home environment is crapped, living conditions is crapped, and then we wonder why a lot of stuff change our mental, the way we speak, the way we see things, whether we venture out and go to other countries, go to other environments, see other people live, it dims your light. It makes you feel like, well, dang, is this how life is? Is this how it's going to be? Because sometimes that's when that depression stays on you and you get depressed, and then you keep speaking the word, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that, because we keep living in the past. And then it's what you eating. It's what you're eating. It's what you're putting on your skin. It's the stuff you listening to, the people you around, especially them gossipers. Yeah, I know. Oof. Especially what stores is on the corner and what they sell. Come on, let's think about that. Think about what that do to a little child's mind and growing up until adulthood. That's a lot of us. That's a lot of us, deeper melanated. and it changes your environment, and it changes sometimes the way you speak, the way you think, what we put in our minds. Because I can tell you, it gave me low self-esteem. It made me didn't really like my skin. I hated my hair. I always permed it. Now what? You can't tell me nothing, because I know the light I carry. I know the power I have. And I'm trying to reach out to you guys. Stop waiting until you're in your 50s to have your hands open and be like, forget that. I'm not believing in that. That's bullshit. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. We can't wait. Speak to your elders. I know I'm considered an elder now that I'm crossing over into the late 50s, you know. But y'all need to speak to your elders. I'm reaching out to my young, I'm reaching out to pretty much everybody who's depressed and feel this mental game. And you know, we gotta look at our environment. We gotta look about what's on the corner stores in the 6 block radius. Y'all know you gotta look at where you live. Do you smudge that house? Do you get them corners done? Are you opening them windows? What are you eating? Because it's making us crazy. What are you smoking? You know, and do you believe that you got God in you? Because that's the light we carry. That's the light we carry, family. When you born, we already powerful. We have no shame. We just running free, and we are, you know, loving each other unconditional. Then when you get poisoned and stuff dropping you, and you be like, man, and you heartbreaks and disappointments, you know, sexual assaulted, you all the possible things that can happen to you, that dims your light, because it dimmed the hell out of mine. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the abusive relationship, I was like, man, you know, I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe I'm about to say this on air, but being slapped for the first time, I was like, oh, I grew a backbone. I'm like, oh, never hell again. You know, some people it changed them, some people it don't, some people grow, some people don't. But I'm just saying, I know the light I'm carrying. I want you to know the light you're carrying. I want you to know about it's your environment, it's what you're poisoning your body with. We already know that, and they already said it. They're already saying about the plastic that's in our food. Do you know when stuff is wrapped? Do you know some of that stuff seeping in our food? It's studies already showing it's already out there, family. It's already out there. But we keep eating this stuff and eating this stuff, especially these fast food stuff. We're just eating it, eating it, eating it. And our poor children, family, our poor babies, our poor babies. Yes, they're going to see every fast food sign and want to stop and eat it because it's so good and it's cheap. It Y'all know it's cheap. It's cheap for a reason. It's cheap to keep our minds and keep us dumb, stupid, manipulated, and all that other stuff, hoodwink. It's going to keep us down, keep us sick. Because I know I spoke on it before, is when I spoke on about how can I put this? When I was speaking to you guys about, you know, what's your price on your health? When I was sitting there speaking about, you know, we quick to give the doctors all this money, give my insurance card, and then what they gonna tell you? Is it going to get to the root cause? Is it going to get to the solution? Is it going to get down to the down and dirty to where it's going to make sense? Because I can see if, how can I put this? I can see if you have a freak accident and you involved in an accident that cut you up and they got to take stuff out, family, hear me now. That's the only way we should be giving up our vital organs, parts that you can live without. Because believe it or not, if you was born with it, you should not be living without it. Point blank. You could say y'all can whatever. I'm just a herbalist. It's entertainment purposes only, family. Y'all know. But bullshit's bullshit. Y'all got the bullshit flag. I be waving it. Let me get another color. Look. maybe blue. I'll be waving that bullshit flag. I'll be like, man, stop this. Stop this. Family, if you have a freak accident and you lose vital parts, that's understandable. But don't lose vital parts because you eating bad and something is not working. When I say God created you with that light that you carry, whew, that your body heals itself in the correct environment. I must throw that in there, family, because your body already knows what to do. It's because we grown and we change it. But you ever think that the light you carry, somebody else is trying to dim it? Yeah, I just need you to think about that because I was like blown away from hearing all these things. And I'm like, they're dimming your light on purpose. I mean, just think when you go to school, what's the one thing that you do not want to do? What's the one thing you don't want to do? Stand up in front of the class and speak. And I'd be like, shit, my daughters are not going to be like that. That's one thing I was like, nope, come up and stand. And I had them stand in front of their sisters. And, when I was married at the time, in front of their brothers, how it is. You have extended families. But anyway, I was like, you will not grow up and not be able to stand in front of public and speak publicly. You're not. Hell no, hell to the no. I made sure. But that's one thing we don't want to do. But why doesn't the school encourage it? Why doesn't the school encourage herbs? Why doesn't the school encourage learning about your body, cellular and up? Y'all don't learn about this. Y'all don't learn about growing vegetable. You don't even learn about shooting a gun, martial arts, not really martial art, but just self-defense. We don't learn that stuff until we learn it other places. I know y'all say we need to do that in at home, but sometimes home life, because right now in this environment now, it takes a two income household, and sometimes 3 or 4. But we go to business. That's another thing. If you do your business, that's the light you carry too, because oh my gosh, family, it's just been dimmed. Our light is being dimmed and we're being muffled and we're being nipped. This is y'all seeing the monkeys tell us, you hear, you don't see, but you see, family, you hear with your senses, you hear. If y'all don't get how powerful you are, I'm just telling you, family, I can speak this all day. That's why on my podcast, I spoke about it three separate occasions. And I continued it from yesterday. And I might continue tomorrow. But I just wanted to come on YouTube and tell my YouTube people, my YouTube family, the light you carry is powerful beyond measure. And stop dimming your light. Shine bright. And I know it sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but how else can I tell you about that word depression and other chemically unbalanced stuff that we are, but we don't realize why we're chemically unbalanced. I think everybody should have a good juicer in their house. I don't know what else to tell you, family. Have a good juicer in your house. Have a good blender. Not saying you got to go out there and spend a lot of money, but just have it. And when you're feeling ill, let food be your medicine. I just don't know which y'all do. Y'all really hear me. I just want you to know the light you carry. If you want it to shine bright, and I mean bright, because right now I see all you guys in my mind right now. I see all you guys, and I just see this ray of light just shining out of all of you guys. But you don't see it. That's why kings be fixing other kings' crown, other queens be fixing other queen's crown. We're doing this on purpose, and vice versa. You got some kings fixing queen's crowns, some queens fixing king's crown. We got to do this. We got to do this, my people. I'm just saying, we got to do this. And I want to say, hey, Sandra, how you doing? Peace, love, and light. But I just want to, oh my goodness, speak to you guys about the light you carry because they're not teaching it in school. They're not. They're not. Whew. They're not. They're actually dimming it. They actually, unless we create our own school family, unless we create our own foods. I mean, it's create our own foods too. Yeah. Look, ancestors know what they be saying when they be coming out my mouth. But we got to create our own schools. I know I got to get the funds. That's why I'm working digitally hard to hook up with somebody to manifest the things that we need to manifest. I know Herbs Cream wants to get his school up and running, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Whew. But why we got to have all these different households with all this, got to have extra income? And what I mean by that, family, I know I'm saying this wrong. What I'm saying is, normally, dad money, that king's money, could suffice the whole family. And he could retire and still mama didn't have to work. She just took care of the children, took care of the home, and the children knew the light they carry because mama and daddy taught them. Grandma, auntie, uncle showed them, and they knew their lights, and they carried their. Yeah, y'all go back and look at the olden days pictures. Their chin was a little bit high. People say, stop being conceited. Raise your chin. You are beautiful, you are powerful, and you dimming your light because you listen to this BS, this crap that ain't teaching you nothing because y'all already know. Yeah. Come on. Y'all sit down with your uncle, and your uncle be schooling. You better sit there and listen. Y'all better sit there and listen. You better sit there and listen. You better ask your elderly because they'll tell you. You go back and look at the old pictures, and they be like hat, gloves, scarves with the purse, makeup, hair done with the outfits. And you be like, go ahead, mama. Where you going? She said, I'm going to the store. Just like I watched Till, and I was looking at the way they dressed and the way they carried themselves. If that wasn't power, family, what we doing? What we doing now? What we doing now? That's why you don't see me with no shirt way down here trying to entice you. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be showing my butt. I know this is educational to get you to shine your light bright without showing all of this sexiness. Because the person that you with, your king and kings, goddesses, your king and king, your goddesses, that's for y'all to see. It's okay to, when y'all go out wearing a sexy dress and he all sharp, or y'all going to the beach showing y'all stuff. That's when all this twerking, all this TikTok crap, and y'all know what I'm talking about. All this skin. Y'all think y'all shining your light? You actually dimming it. You're actually dimming it because they watching on social media. They watching it. They be like, with their light shining, what they showing. If y'all not hearing me, hey Brenda J, how you doing? I'm just saying, family. And I'm not really going in there, but what kind of light are we really shining? Is that showing our level of education? And what I mean by level of education, is it really showing us in a good light? Talking about robbing, stealing, killing. I can see if, you're talking about make believe, because a lot of that stuff is make believe with some of the rappers. That's some. I ain't saying all, but some of the rappers and they're doing that to sell records. Hear me out. But I know when we listen to it, it makes us say, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to ride. When I was listening to, talking about throw some D's on it, about your car. And I was like, yeah, let me get my car and throw some D's on it. I'm like, yeah. Certain music do bring you in and bring you to that, make you bring to that point. But is it really shining your light? Is that really your character? Didn't really want to go there, but I said, let me just speak on it. But that's for them's to keep the trust fund money going to them and keeping them paid and keeping the prisons, full. And what about the babies? What about the babies? What about mama? And mama got to go or daddy got to go and get a third job. No one's there to teach the children. The children are being latchkey children and they just doing what the hell they want to do. And then the cycle just goes. And then what's the light they carry getting up in front, disrespecting the teacher and all this other stuff. And that's the project. That's the project, not the projects that y'all live in, but that was the project. If y'all really go back and listen to Yaki, and I hope you guys did go back or go check for yourself. I'll put down the person who actually did the project. They said they stopped it, but I talked about it before. Y'all need to go listen to it. How they had the rats, rats, a rat project, a simulation. Whoo! And y'all know they test other countries before they come bring that bullshit to the United States. I know that, right? So y'all got to go back and look at history. You got to go back and look at why your light's being dim, why you being pressured, why your job, you hate your job, why you're not getting this money, why, like I was talking about how we create the wrong value and our values is on the dumb stuff and not on the gold and on the stuff that's making a cheddar and making a cheddar residual income, be passive income, be that cheddar just keep on coming and going. And y'all get me. But I just wanted to address that too. I know, I know, family. Hey, fam, how y'all doing? But I just wanted to address that. I just had to address that. I know this light seemed like it's a little dark. I hope you guys, yeah, it just got dark, and I'm hoping that y'all guys can see me because my computer's tripping. But anyway, I just want to address that because family, if you knew how powerful you are, and then you wondering, a lot of stuff is backwards. Y'all gotta go and look at, Dr. Philip Valentine. Y'all gotta go on Black Magic 363. Y'all gotta go on Lead Farmer 73. You're already on Herbalist Kareem. You have to go and listen to these brothers. You have to go and listen to Dane Calloway. Break it down to tell me I'm just here to make you think. When I be listening to Yaki Awaken, I be like, whoa, you listen, you put all this stuff together, family, and you see the bigger picture and you see how you like, man, did I believe 1+1 is 2? Did I really believe that? And what the plus sign, y'all know I talked about that, but I'm just saying how it dimmed your light, how it made you second guess yourself, how it made you doubt yourself, how when you came up with this business idea and you shared it with somebody like I be doing, and I be like, bump that, because I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I'm the black sheep of the family. And you think my family support me? It is, and it don't matter. It don't matter. You guys support me. But I'm just saying, the stuff that we deal and we go through, we can't let our light dim. Woo! You cannot. You cannot have stuff stop you. And then they're not doing it. I know I talked about a little bit before, but if they're not doing it, how can they tell you what the hell to do? Just like I was listening to somebody, I'm like, whoa, you don't pay my bills? You're going to give me advice and you don't pay my bills and you're not even doing half the stuff I'm doing. I'm like, I had to take a sit back and put my head up and readjust my own damn crown. Just like when I took the break, the must needed break. And I was like, I need my energy and I need to get back to my people. But family, I just want you to know the light you carry is being dimmed on purpose. It's being dimmed on purpose because we're letting it dim. We are letting it dim. Because if you, how can I put it? If you just keep eating sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar, that's why I said you got to get a juicer and you got to get a blender. Have at it with that. I'm telling you, do that for a month. Do that for a month, and then you tell me how you feel when you add some herbs, when you go in and get God's, Mother Nature's greenery, get into the herbal garden. I'll be back on Clubhouse, family. I'll be back on Clubhouse. Get into your herbal garden and do the damn thing. I bet all this issues, all this diseases It's going to change. Your environment will change. The issues that you have, these mental, psychological, this unconscious things that we talk down to ourselves so bad. Do you know how many negative thoughts? And I mean, we're talking about, like, I know you can, words have power, but so many off or stinking thinking that we think in our brains, that we dim our light, that we actually put salt in our own game, that we kill our dreams. We do that. We do that. And this is what I'm speaking of. It's who you listen to. And if they feel like, look, if they giving you some bullshit, they not doing it, why are you listening? Y'all got to realize when it's people that's just gossiping, that just don't want you to do better, that don't want you to get above because they're down. And hurt people. Plain and simple. Hurt people. Get away from that. Keep giving them nuggets, keep dropping them jewels, keep planting seeds, but stay away from that. Be away from that. Don't let someone dim your light because theirs is dim. Be the light that shows them that their light is powerful too. I just want you to know that. Seriously, family, because we could be our own worst enemy. And let me tell you, the only competitive person that you have is the person that you look in the mirror. If y'all don't get that, family, you should be talking like you love yourself. And you should love yourself. Forgive yourself from this day on. Forgive yourself. Get that light and let it shine. Let people go, oh, girl, I see your light. I'm telling you, because I don't care. I could be having a bad day and I'm going to still shine. I'm going to still smile. Because I'm going to tell you, before, back in the day, I would let one bad thing just dim my whole day. Family, it just be, and we don't realize how we give up our power. I was speaking to Al Musa, gratitude, brother, gratitude. And he was saying, stop giving your power away. And I'm like, you damn right. I need to stop that. I need to take ownership and stop that. I mean, plenty of other people told me that, Herbalist Kareem, a lot of people tell me that. But see, you get messages in different ways, especially when someone trying to give you some BS, trying to sell you some pipe dreams, unless you got your own. See, when you do your own dreams, family, when you do your own dreams, stuff that you are ride or die, stuff that can come to fruition, that you can do what you got to do because that's your power. Because I was like, a lot of people saying, don't tell people about, like you see all these little memes and stuff in on Facebook, Twitter, how they say, don't tell people about your income, don't people tell about your personal love life, and don't tell people about your next move. And you be like, that damn makes sense. But don't let someone come in and burn your house down or burn what you got down because you spoke some words, and that's oof. When people be a dream killer, family, know your light, own your own light. Do not let another person stomp your light out, because that can be the very thing that make you this successful person, however you success. And when I mean us dimming our light, we let others dim a light. Like I was saying, I would let, like, somebody just come and just make me have a bad day by just coming and spoiling things, like, just little stuff, like if your ex a call and you get mad and then you mad at the whole world. Why? Let that madness or that anger not reflect to change your whole life. Just let that 1 second be that 1 second and keep your day joyous, peaceful, at peace, at honor. Just don't let nothing mess you up. Don't let nothing. I'm trying to tell you. Because sometimes it's like, before I be going live, sometimes I be getting the worst news. And I be like, are you really trying to tell me this? I'm getting ready to go live and I'm trying to get my thoughts together and make sure I come in here making sense. Because sometimes I be like, dang, did you just do that? And I'm trying to make sense. I'm trying to be clear, because y'all know sometimes I be like boogieing it up. I be messing up. And I'm like, nope. Mm-mm. I'm here to tell you, you are powerful, and stop letting other people dim your light, because you should know the light you carry. I know the light I carry. I know I mean, I just feel like I'm like a light bulb shining so bright, like the sun. Like the sun, as soon as it come up in the midday, like it's burning bright. That's the way I feel. And that's what you should feel. Just like when you manifest things. Family, look, yeah, we gotta realize when bullshit's bullshit, like the number 13 666 and a black cat. Yeah, y'all gotta know when stuff be like, did you really believe that? Yes. You be like, I'm scared of a black cat. Why? Why are you scared of a black cat? Please tell me why. Because they lied to you and told you to be scared of a black cat. And you're like, yeah. It's like when I'm saying, it's a reason why they don't want us to shine our light. Because then you realize the light you carry, then you realize you're powerful, and you realize that a lot of the stuff you believe in is BS. It's fake. It's that fear that, false evidence appearing real. And sometimes, like, I was on, I forgot, it was either Instagram or whatever. I don't know, it was a movie or whatever. But when I saw the light we carry, and then I got 3 emails from, certain supporters, and I was like, no, let me go ahead and speak this. And that's why I spoke about it on my podcast. And I was like, that's why I'm speaking to my YouTube people, because I don't know who I need to touch. If you feel like my guys who feeling suicidal, please stop, get off live and go call that number. Go get help. Go get help. Because I ain't ashamed. I got help. I ain't ashamed, but that was years ago. That was years ago. Because I wouldn't be here now, I'm telling you. And those who that's in pain, own that pain. Own that pain, because there is help. We got to stop listening to something when they talk about it's no, I can't. Yeah, look, studies already shown when they tell me there's no cure. Yeah, if if the light we carry and it's inside you and your body can heal itself, but it's us that's putting it in the wrong environment. Hear me, family. We're putting in the wrong environment, and we just keep it in that environment. And then we go down that damn rabbit hole and we lose vital parts, especially when someone was saying how, they lost their whole stomach and then they took, yes. And you know how the doctors be telling, oh, we're gonna reattach this and put it straight to your intestines. You be like, well, what about the job of the stomach? Is there anything I can do? Hell yes. First of all, go get the damn juicer and go get a good blender. Blend, stay raw. You can't eat raw noodles because you shouldn't be eating them in the first place. Or make your own. Get you some chickpea, family, with no preservatives and them fake natural chemicals and the plastic and all that other stuff that's being in our foods, the metals, the toxins, them rays and all that. We gotta stop eating that. I mean, if somebody tell you, if you just ate fruit and vegetables, hear me out, family, and it would save your life and it would change your life and that pain to stop, would you doubt them? Because that's the environment that our body needs to get rid of some of that pain. So our light can shine bright. Because let me tell you, when you in pain, you ain't thinking about no light. You ain't even thinking about how powerful you are. All you thinking is, man, I can't work. I can't do my business. I can't study. I can't take care of my children. I can't see my family. I can't date. I can't have sex. I can't have this. I'm just saying, all the stuff that you do, all the stuff that you live in life and enjoying and going and travel, you cannot do when you're sick, especially when you're in pain. Because you in pain, all you thinking about is that pain. You don't think that's the way of dimming your light, because you're eating all these candy bars, you're going to every fast food restaurant, you're going to try all this new fancy food. Hear me out, family. We're going out and trying all this fancy food. and then we think it's good for us. Now, if it has a shelf life of like 5 to 10 years or whatever, and you don't know what it is because you didn't put it in there, we don't know what's in there. It's good to vet the company, know what's in there, so we know what it's doing to our health. But you already know what an orange is. You already know what a lime and a key lime, because it's already whole. It's just like that dandelion that just be growing. You just put some, I'm telling you, family, you ever go and get some sod from Home Depot and Lowe's, and you go out there and you replanting and you trying to put a patch of grass, so you go out there and take your shoes off and walk so you can earth and you can get that energy out, and then dandelion just started growing and some herbs growing. You like, wait a minute, is God trying to tell me something? And then hear me. When dandelion grow, family, you be like, I ain't eating that. Let me go get some stuff to kill it. Why? 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 And what I'm saying is, we scared to eat the dandelion, but we not scared to go and buy the poison chemical to go and spray to kill the dandelion, so we can have this nice, pretty, clean, you know, how you say, how can I put it? Weed-free grass, but it's going down in the soil, it's going down into the water, it's going down. But it already says poison and all the ingredients on there. It'd be like cancer causing, just like we reading them side effects of medication. Blindness, stroke, death, kidneys. When it go back to your organs, you be like, wait a minute. How can I shine bright? How can I know my power? How can I really know the light I carry if I'm sick, if I'm poison in my body? And how can I get my body back right? People always be wanting to know where to start. Start with your environment. Period, family. You guys are powerful and got so much greatness in you, but we grown. I know, and I know, family. I know you be like, Viola, I'm grown. I'm this, I'm that. I gotta die from something. But why die or leave this earth early or transition early? I know sometimes people just want to leave now. I don't know. We just talking. And now what I'm saying is, you got this bright light, and we all got these gifts, and everybody want to know their gifts. Everybody want to know their gifts, right? Y'all want to know their gifts? Tap into the light you carry. I'm telling you, fam. You sit down and meditate. You sit down and do these manifestations. You sit down and you sit, and I mean sit silent. And I mean sit silent, and you just meditate, and thoughts and creativity be coming out, and just for sitting there, doing herbal teas. What my tea? I got it. Doing these herbal teas. And I know I want to say this again. Drink H3O, not H2O, family. So if you want to drink H2O, add some herbals, or do some shots, some go back to my video and do the hold on, because I'm thirsty. Do these shots, because what I'm saying is, if we want our bodies to heal itself so we can see our light and for it to shine bright, our light, because we got these chakras, and a lot of people's blocked and have these issues here, especially digestive. We could talk all day about the utilization, the absorption and utilization. Those, and look, it's 4 parts, family. You got the digestive, you got the no, am I saying that right? Yeah. you digesting, you're absorbing, you're utilizing, you're expelling. We get the absorption and utilization. We just miss that. This is why your light is dimmed when we're eating, in that part where we get these diseases, because our body's at dis-ease, our body's just unease, because we are eating everything except the rainbow. We're eating everything. We're not even eating what God created. Because man's putting his hand in there and want this 100% crop, instead of leaving stuff not genetically altered or manipulated or damn near just poison and toxins with metals, plastics, and all this other stuff. Just like I was looking at how they tell about there's toxins and poisons in babies' food. I'm like, what the hell? Just stuff just be blowing my mind. And I'm like, well, if we're already starting, how the baby's gonna shine their light? What we doing, fam? What we doing? And I'm not gonna speak on the other things that we're doing from March 2021 to now. I'm not even gonna speak on that because that's another way of dimming your light. But fam, just know your light's being dimmed on purpose. Let me make sure I'm reading all my notes because far as learning, our environment being lied to, y'all know. Just like when somebody, I hope your kid's not listening to this, Santa Claus, and I'm gonna leave it there. So you heard me. You heard me. I'm not gonna repeat it. Why we lying? Okay. I'll make sure I get there. Food, technology, finance, and business. You be like, those are whole other ways that our lights being dimmed. When they call these cell phones for a reason. It's a cell. We like this. People walking into buildings, falling off stuff and fall into manholes and fall into pools. Y'all see, because they all in the phone. You remember when these things first came out before it was hand-free? We was in these phones causing all kind of accidents. Then they say, first about the seatbelt. Then they tell them, no texting and driving. You be like, what in the world? And then what you do when you talking? You talk on the phone. Send the text to Laura. Send the text to Tyrone. You be like, blah, blah. What the hell? This is a cell phone because we locked up in the cell. Yeah, y'all know it's our little cell. The light you carry is being dimmed because we got all our stuff on our brain. And it's like, which one is smart? The light we carry is being dimmed on purpose. I mean, sometimes we need to leave these at home. Family, did y'all know, like, I forgot what year it was. I promise you. I know it was in the 2000s, before cell phones, when we just had one phone at home. And it's like we survived. I don't know, because there was phones everywhere. Now, this is like a tracking device on steroids. I'm gonna leave it there because the light we carry is being dimmed. The lies manipulate. Look, just gonna make sure I get there. Whew, let's go, because and we procrastinate. It's another thing that dim your light. Stop procrastinating. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm about to put an ebook out on procrastination, just to help you out. Just like I got the ones for peace, inner peace, and getting our kids, helping our kids with their mental state. Because I got my grandbaby. I want to make sure her mental game's on point. I want to make sure she's healthy. And it's one thing that I noticed with my grandbaby. When my daughter's pregnant, she only craved whole foods. I mean, anything she ate, if it wasn't if it wasn't like a orange or a pear, if it wasn't, like if she got the fruit cup, she'll throw it up. But if she took some peaches and ate the peach, a whole peach, she didn't throw it up. And I'm like, thank you, because my grandbaby got my daughter eating healthy. And now her light's shining bright because she started asking me questions like, Mom, can we sit down and do finance? Can we sit down? Stuff that I've been begging my kids to do. I'm just going to be honest. They starting to ask questions. And I'm like, woo! But, some things like, you just wish you can do a little bit more so you can get your children's light to shine just a little bit bright. Like, I wish I was more creative with money situations and other things, especially about basic stuff in the household. I know you don't want to stamp your children's dreams out, the hopes and dreams, but we gotta sit down and tell them about budgeting and having the lights on because if all the lights on in the house, family, and your electric bill is high, and we already robbing Peter to pay Paul, meaning we putting everything on a credit card. So when our check come, y'all know. So when our check come, it's going all into that credit card, and we ain't got we ain't got nothing extra. We gotta stop living like that, because If you don't realize your finance is being dimming your light, because we can't focus on the stuff that we really need to focus on, like spending that quality time with your family, loving on them, because we worry about this job, that, forgot this, and mama ain't at home, auntie, we don't have that village anymore, because we too better, we this, we that. Oh, you can't tell my children nothing. You better let that auntie and uncle and grandma get on them children. Yeah, I know that how can you put it, all that crazy crap with them touching your kids. I need to cut that shit out. And speak on it. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you. Molestation is no joke, and it's bad that you gotta go through it for us getting raped and stuff. That is not cool. That would definitely dim your light. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it almost snuffed out mine, because I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't have spoke up. And when I mean speak up for yourself, because that can dim your light too. Because a lot of people are walking around and they're saying no when they mean yes, and they saying yes when they mean no. Why are we having these private wars within? Because we can't speak up. And I'm like, hell, when I got slapped and I was like, I refuse to be abused. And I'm like, I was like, man, spine grew. I started cussing. I'm like, look, motherfucker, you gonna hit me no man time. I'm just, look, our light can be dimmed from so many different things that we go through, I don't know if you think about your life and what dimmed your light, but whatever dimmed your light, you need to get it back, because you got so much power in you, especially when it's time to tackle business, especially when it's time to tackle like finances and problems and issues that you could be chemically unbalanced. You could just be missing, vitamins and minerals, and you get your ass out in the sun and walk. It's so many different things. But family, I'm just saying, your body heals itself in the correct environment. And I hope I explained that part, because the stuff that we're eating is purposely dimming your light. All right, I spoke on that. Financial, the stuff that we do where our money's not staying in our household for more than 30 days. Hold on your check 30 days, family. Try holding on to your check. Yes, I did say that. Try holding on to that check 30 days. And then you're going to see how your environment change. Try going to your job and not have it where it's chaotic, stress. Don't relieve that stress. Learn meditation. Learn not to be so angry and letting stuff rob you of your joy. Dimming your light, having you out of character, cussing somebody out, being mad, and showing this when you need to show this beautiful mind, because you are powerful. We don't have to. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But about this, having this war with inside, a lot of us walk around and we having this war because we feel we done ate crow. And I'm not talking about being a bigger person by saying, you're sorry, or you apologizing for something, because they're not. And there's a lot of things that people say, yeah, I know when somebody don't give an answer, that's your answer. Yeah, we just gotta have the common sense and that perception to like change some stuff, so we can see the light we carry, so we can know we shining bright. Because we've been hoodwinked, oh my gosh, it's like so many things, family, that we should not do and we should do. Because you can look at history, like when Urban Scream talking about the animals. Look at nature. I know I need to calm down, but if we just sit back and look at nature and be like, that was the answer the whole time. Look, if y'all don't know y'all powerful, woof, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you, because you are powerful, and we let other people scare us for keeping this war with inside. And then we're angry and mad and having this battle, this war, like I should have did that. Well, just do it. Just do it. A lot of times, I jump and like, why you did it so fast? Like, well, if I wouldn't have did it, I wouldn't have learned this, and this. And then I do sometimes need to take a step back, because I be like, yo, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do it because you ain't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. And then you look, family. The best thing you can do when it's time to jump in business or health or whatever you set in your mind to do, because there's a lot of stuff is like unconsciously, stuff is like given to us unconsciously, especially when you get thoughts, and like when you meditate and you write stuff down, or like me, I would meditate and I start writing things down, or I'll read different courses, I start writing things down and say, I'm gonna speak on this, I'm gonna do a course with this, I'm gonna do an ebook on that, I'm gonna do it. And I'd be like, no, because I want to get this thought out. I don't want to die with my music in me, because I'm gonna tell you, I had so many things that made me just shrink, like pain, what people done to me, abuse, and, made you feel ashamed, people, the things that they cause you, the things that, like they talk about the 10 commandments, however you want to say it. I ain't gonna really get all deep and talk too much of my business. I be telling too much of my business, especially on my podcast. But a lot of stuff that you go through, you know, it shrinks you and it makes you like, I was so shy, family. Y'all just don't really get how shy I was. I'm still a little shy now, but I was like, nope, I need to speak and keep speaking, because it ain't it in a way it is more my age. Because I'm like, man, who gonna really stop me? What's really gonna happen? You know, you want to speak the truth, because I'm speaking my truth. This is Herbalist Viola, the Colon Queen. This is my truth. This is my perception. This is telling you guys about your light. Because if you really sit down and think about all the time you dimmed your light and let somebody else turn you around to something that you knew that would have been successful, or you just trying. Like people said, you can't write no book. Why not? Why not? If you look at hip hop preacher Eric Thomas, he got a PhD. And then you think about all the things that he done in his life, from eating out the trash cans, now a PhD, now almost, well, soon to be a billionaire, because he's already a multimillionaire. If you hear all these people's stories, like Herbert Creams, he speaks about his cousin and all the stuff his cousin went through. And then you look at Herbert Kareem, for what he's doing, the empire he's making, and all these other people like Yakin Awakening, the empire he's making. He's actually building a clinic. And I'm like, hell yeah. Keep going, brother. Like he said, peace to the gods, peace to the gods, yes. Because you all are gods and goddesses, my melanated, deeper melanated people. We gotta really look at what we let dim our light, who we let dim our light, and why do you really want us to dim a light? Things is like being reversed, but if we look at how we deal with our finances, how we deal with our attitudes, how we like all this stuff, like when we see somebody being hurt and murdered, and then we get this giant in us that want to just yell out, and and then it's like a little time we dim a light because we're using an anger, and then we use the anger the wrong way. Same how Martin Luther King was talking about, I'm going to get that check. Yeah. Yes, family. We need to look at the value, and look at the value when we're not in pain, when we are rid of these diseases and we got our health back, and you're more focused, and then you see where you can teach your children. Hear me out. You can teach your children things that they can correct their own issues, how can I say, curve their own anger, how they can actually create their own wealth and keep more wealth in the family, and keep the check, that our check be here 30 days, and then it's here 60 days, then it's here 120 days, and then we done shifted, which that's what's happening, need to happen, needs to shift. Like when we go out here and rap, say these gangster raps, and put the money in the community, and not making the others richer than we need to be, because we got so much richness. If we don't know, we already know our power. I mean, I sit back and I listen to, or just go on this one page on us unite the 99 with Ben Carson. He has his own website, or his own like YouTube, and I go on there and there's so much positivity, family. I mean, it's so much like inspiration that just fills you up. Like, I don't know what your love language is, mine. Y'all feed my brain. I'm like, woo. But anyway, and it's active service too. But what I'm saying is, of course we got to learn to keep our light shine, keep, fixing our how can I put it, our crystal ball, keep, keep this being calcified, feeding ourselves, like they're talking about the breath. I mean, the bread that we take, you know, from, reading the Bible and reading different things, your knowledge, what you read, what you feed yourself, not just falling for everything. Because when you fall for everything, man, that's not good, because we got to stand for something. But when we just it's like so much I be wanting to say. I don't want to be an hour and here. It's over an hour, and I hope I didn't lose anybody. But family, it's just so much how um we have so much richness. We have so much soul. We have so, oh my goodness. But we let things affect our mental game. We let things affect our spiritual, because we really don't know where we came from and who we are. But instinctively, if you keep listening to your light and shining, you're gonna start seeing it. I'm just telling you, fam, I be having some dreams that I be like, wow, did I just dream that? And then it's the way you speak to yourself. Some of us speak so foul and so unintentionally. Like I said, when we have those negative thoughts, change your narrative, change it quickly. Tell yourself you love you. Have gratitude. I'm always gratitude. You send me something, is gratitude. I'm always going to be grateful. Period. 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 Because it's a lot of times, like when I was talking about my light being dimmed, everything unimaginable, my light was dimmed, and I was like, hell no. I'm going to speak, and I'm going to shine, and I'm going to speak, and I want you to shine, and I want you to speak too, because everybody got intellectual properties. You just don't, I mean, even your job, even your business. I know I was speaking to a young man, Mikey. I was speaking with him, and he was, telling about his wife and their salon. And I was telling him, I'm like, just because you're not really making too much money with the salon business, once you teach that, he was saying how he's a I forgot what he was saying, that he was, into the radio station. And I'm like, you could teach some people, use your gifts, because there's so much stuff to be out there, ebooks, courses, and we got to stop, family. You may think it's stupid, but they got books on basket weaving. They got courses that teach you how to do Pinterest, and you be like, wow, Pinterest is a whole other animal. They got courses on basket weaving. They got courses on how to do the YouTube. They got courses on just right now how to set up a YouTube, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to do it. There's a lot of people. I'm telling you, family, we keep thinking that because we have these ideas that's stupid, because it may be stupid to that one person, but that those same questions and same thing that you could be teaching, a lot of people don't know. Just like crypto. If it wasn't for Herbalist Kareem doing that basic course and we showed you how to set up, a lot of us wouldn't know how to do it. And you like, what, you like, check that box because you know how to do it. Because you didn't let your light dim. A lot of us letting our light dim because we letting other people speak for us. Just like when I said we walking around with this war within. Stop having that war within and speak your truth, it's tactful ways that you can speak. Don't just gunshot blast to the chest like me. You can't do that. I be like, man, Viola, gotta stop and go in there and stop. I be like, and I don't mean a gunshot blast to the chest, but sometimes I be like, so wrong. But I'm clean. I'm better. I'm better now. It's no more gunshot blast to the chest. But I'm not gonna sit there and have the war within. I'm not going to dim my light anymore for nobody. Nobody. And I just want you to do that, because look, it's time to have more clarity. It's time to feed yourself, the good bread, the bread that's not going to make you constipated, that's not going to make your arteries clunked up and calcified and blocked, and have your stomach hardened and have the parasites living behind it, and you wondering why you sick and why you got H. pylori dig down in your stomach, and you're like, oh, how I get it out? And they're like, let's remove your stomach. You're like, okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Lose an organ if you have a car accident or a major accident. Don't lose an organ because you're eating and you don't know. Because a lot of us now, like I was speaking to, Mr. Prescott. I was speaking to him this past Saturday, and he was addressing some things. I'm like, he was just, he was, you might say, like breathing life. He was just, was exchanging things that, like, things that she could be doing better, and me sharing my story and me sharing me, like I was saying, why I came into the herbal game. My daughter got me into the herbal game with Herbalist Kareem, but what really made me stick, what really made me stay, is leaving the military with so many prescriptions that it filled a bag. And you know how when you go to your grandma's house or you go to your aunt's house and they sick and they got like 20 or 30 different medications, sometimes it's double, but I had like between 13 and 17. I'm like, hell to the no. I was like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? I was like, I forgot how old I was when I retired. That's how long ago it was. It wasn't too long ago. So I was in my 40s. I think I was 48. 48, no, 45. Look, I forgot what age I was when I retired, but it don't matter. It was the point that I retired, fully retired. And I was like, who am I believing? Because you couldn't tell me nothing about not believing no doctor. You could not tell me. I was like, they got the answer. And then when you realize it's them chicken wings and the sauce and the extra sauce and the salt and the pepper and the stuff and all that and all that other fake foods, and you yes. Yes. So when you put the oil in water, don't think the oil and water help. Don't think oil and water just go in there. If you look, family, if you lactose intolerant and you keep forcing yourself to take the cow milk, of course your body's going to react because you've been forcing it stuff that is allergic to. And when I mean allergic to, it's a soft allergic reaction, right? But you forcing your body to take something that your body say hell no, but your body's going to take it because that's what you want to give it. So that's the environment it's in. So if you making your body more toxic and more sick, and then you don't know, then you honestly say, I don't know, doctor, why this is happening to me. And the doctor go, well, have you looked at the food you're eating? And then you like, well, which foods is it? Don't think if you ain't writing down all the foods and going line by line with the doctor, because you ever notice you only with the doctor like 10 minutes, but what you do with the nurse longer? Sit down with a herbalist or a nutritionist or a different healer. Just saying, fam. I know I'm going over, but I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I know a lot of y'all gotta go, but I'm just gonna continue talking because there's a lot of stuff that we need to do. We stay with the doctors just a little bit, but you need to be with them longer. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to call an advice nurse. But when you get the herbalist and the herbalist, like, you got me for life. You be like scared to talk to him, and scared to call him, and scared to text him. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get off that because I'm here to speak to you guys about the light you carry. And about taking these herbs and doing the right things with these herbs, especially with the herbal tea. I'm trying to take these right now. This is my lymphatic system. This is the Cleaver's tea. So it's on my website. No sugar, just straight. And family, stop thinking it's nasty. It's not nasty. I know we used to the sugar, but if we learn to change our palate, because your palate will change. And then you're going to see your skin clearing, I'm telling you, you're going to see these rashes disappearing. And let me tell you, family, when the rash comes out, that's your body expelling. But you got to realize that people think when they get the rash, I know, because it's the light you carry. You be like, oh, I can't show my face because I got this, and I can't show this. I got this. No, stop thinking that you're supposed to take care from the outside in, and it's supposed to be the inside out to purge it out. And a lot of y'all guys, that's the lymphatic system. Because y'all know when we full of sugar, honey, iced tea, the S, the H, the E, we can't think straight anyway. We can't. I know y'all don't hear that, but family, you can't think straight when your gut is full. A lot of us got full guts, and I mean compacted. A lot of us got so much stuff in our stomach, and we just keep eating, keep eating. How can you really see your light and let your light shine when you got this gut, when you got this brain overruling this brain? Come on, let's think about it, family. When we let this brain take control, whoo, you see your light. You be like, you see stuff shining. You be more clear because you took a poop. I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying. A lot of us, we sitting still. Like, I was talking to a truck driver this weekend, and I'm like, dude, got to get that lymphatic system moving. Look, family, if y'all in truck driving and y'all just sitting around driving and eating, we got to pick better snacks. I'm telling you, get you some mason jars. Mason jars. You don't have to have the plastic lid. Get mason jars, get the metal lid, and take you some teas, take you juices, and do that. And you start feeling that hungry bug, then you blend and you get the pulp and drink that, and then your stomach could be a little full. But I need you to unclear and purge. I need you, like Yaki said, I need y'all go on a food vacation. I need your digestive go on a food vacation, so this brain to be in control of this brain. Then you'll be pooping more, letting stuff out because you're eating raw, you're juicing, and you're not being compacted. You're not putting food on top of food, and the combination is not wrong, because you need to start just juicing one thing at a time. Don't just take cucumbers, tomatoes, and apples and pears and put in a juice and say, oh, I'm gonna drink this down. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that, family. Don't do that. Don't juice one item at a time, because a lot of us need to do an elimination, a food elimination. Y'all don't do it. Y'all don't do it. Y'all don't do it the right way. Y'all don't do it the right way. I know I was speaking to a young lady this weekend. I know I'm telling all this because I got to reach my supporters. And she was saying she don't eat fruits. And I'm like, what? You don't eat fruit and you're melanated? Oh, sister, you melanated and you eating fruit? Your colon, period. Your colon's going to be jacked up, period. Period, across the board, family. If you guys are not really juicing and staying hydrated and eating less foods, because if I got to keep saying, to keep your light dimmed and not shine and be confused and have bumps and all these mucus that's sticking everywhere and shutting down your organs and you staying sick, you're gonna have no light to shine. That power is just gonna dwindle. You're gonna be feeling some type of way, and we don't want that. I need you to reverse that. I need you to reverse that. I need you to feed yourself some good positive, some good energy, some negative energy too, because if you think about negative and positive and all this other stuff and having negative results and positive results on these medical tests, y'all see that negative is good. So we got to stop looking at these words, and y'all know words have power. But anyway, when your self-conscious talks to you, I be wanting to know, what are you saying to yourself? I be wondering, are you changing things? And, because it's some serious stuff, our family, when you're battling. When you feel yourself saying, I do that, just stop. Just stop. I'm serious. When you sit here battling, just stop. Stop what you're doing. Write that stuff down. Just write it down. Just write it down. When you find yourself not sleeping and you doing and you tossing and turning, stop. Meditate. We have to stop the stuff that we're doing. making us insane. Because y'all know if y'all do the same thing and trying to get different results, it's insanity. A lot of stuff we fear, we got to stop. A lot of stuff we just got to stop. We got to just do the opposite. Especially when y'all see it works. Why are we going to do something new? Why are we going to, just like the wheel is already perfect. You know, the wheel is already perfect. Why are you going to try to change the wheel? You know, God make all this wonderful stuff, but we want to take it and alter it and make it synthetic. And then they making billions of dollars and we staying sick. And then your light not shining. And I'm going to take a tip of some herbal tea. The light we carry, family. The light we carry, I'm telling you, it's messing up our whole environment. I just want to look at my notes, you know. I'm just saying, family. It's a lot of stuff that we do. Our gut, you know, being lied to. Oh my goodness. You know, our bodies, because especially us, you know, my deep and melanated people, if we don't realize that it's a lot of targeting and, you know, it feel like we just got to be more creative with our foods. Juice, cleanse, eat your herbs. And I'm going to leave it there, family. I'm going to leave it there. Stop letting people take your power. You're powerful. We have so much power and we just letting our light just dim because they say we can't do this. They say, why are we listening today? It's so many inspirational people out here in these movies. Sometimes you got to re-look at these movies again and see the powerful message. Because I was speaking to one lady. I didn't speak on this movie called Alice. If that movie didn't really piss you off and make you like, what year? You know, I'm gonna leave it there because I know I gotta just give him my phone number. We just gotta have a conversation because we gotta have a conversation. Because if that didn't dim their light and shut them out, and then how can I put it? For you to expand and take a step out of your 4 city walls, family. I challenge anybody right now that haven't been outside of the United States or haven't been outside of the state or that county to venture out. I don't even care if you got to go to California, to Oregon, down to Miami, to Maine, to Boston, to Vermont. Do it. Go to Myrtle Beach. Go hit the East Coast, hit the West Coast, hit the Panhandle. Go out there and go see other countries, other nations. Get out into nature and shine your light, because we need to hug some trees. We need to rebound. We need to do so much to change our stinking thinking, to keep more money in our household, so it don't have to be a household that got to have all these incomes for us to make it. Because of if we just look at our light and keep it shining, a lot of things come up till we be like, man, we could do this better. We can do that. We can curve back on this to keep, you know, that village strong and that community strong and keep us healthier and woof, and stop dimming our light. Family, I'm gonna end here. Look, I know I'm saying running my mouth. If I have any questions, I apologize. Hey, Leroy, how you doing, brother? How you guys doing? I just want to say, look, I know I'm sitting running my mouth, but man, hey, Fair, how you doing? Hey, Big Roy, what's going on? Look, it's so much, family, that's happened from, you say Martin Luther King days, but way back before then, like the Woman King, to now. If we don't just see how our light is being, you know, I don't know. I don't know what else. But family, if y'all got any questions, because man, I do y'all see it? I mean, is it just me? Because I go on here and I see so much, and I be like, why are you dimming our light? Can I just show you the power you have? Can I just sit down and do like maybe a 15-minute of brainstorming to show you how you got this much money you could make? And it's not the money, people, it's the value. The value is in the customers, the retainment of customers, the repeat of customers, because it's the product. It's that what you have, whether it's the ebook, the courses, the herbs, the whatever you had. Y'all see it behind me. It's whatever you have, the teas. Like now I'm doing scrubs and more soaps, and then it's good to reach in with your community and then team up with some people in your community, like I'm doing at the flea market mall. Man, now I got a family at the flea market mall here in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And they just, oh my gosh, they like right now, IJ share. Y'all see this. I went live on on Instagram. This young lady, IJ, if y'all go on there, look up hashtag IJ Slay 2022. Go in there and give her a shout out, because what she's doing to small businesses that's not really on the internet. These people are small businesses that's going to the internet. She's doing in her community. She's getting us together and doing pop-up shops. So I give her much praise. I mean, much gratitude, because she's helped me around here in a lot of vendor events. So I just want to just give a shout out to her, and just the love she shows. Like right now, wait, today is, oh, did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it, family. It was the 16th. I missed it, the 16th. But I still want to shout her out. And just because she's taking small businesses. She actually did a sisters where it was all deeper melanated female that had their own businesses, and she had us come together. It was, like I said, it was over. It had to be over 100 vendors out there, over 100, all females, and we rocked it, family. We had an event at the Crown Coliseum. It was excellent. I had a good time, and I met more people, and I'm still meeting more people. And it's just good to see businesses help each other out. And when I mean help each other out, purchase from one another, shout out one another, and that's and y'all see how she's shining her light and giving us. You might say she's putting money in our pockets, because she's getting the Fayetteville and the surrounding areas knowing that we're here and what products we have. And that's the same thing that I can say for you. If you, like I said about the brainstorm, so I'm gonna bring it back, family, because I see how I went there. But I want to bring it back to what you can be doing in your own community, how you can, bring you guys together and help one another, like whether it's for your books and showing how to be more creative, be marketing, get people to know you, jumping out there on social media. Because I never went live on Instagram, but I thought it was, I was like, let me try it. And I did it. And it was so easy. Like I'm doing YouTube. And I really do YouTube. I really do live on YouTube. But now, since I'm comfortable, and y'all see I'm a little bit better speaking on YouTube. Now I don't mind to go live. And you guys got to get out of that shyness, because look, right now, all I'm doing is sitting in my office and I'm looking into the camera and I'm just talking to you guys. I don't have no audience. Nobody's in here. I don't know who's out there listening, except, when I looked at Brenda, Sandra, then I got Leroy. Then I have it says Fair F. I don't know if she can or that person can tell me that name, I can shout you out. But just think of what you can do, with your business, or what what you can do with your family, far as business wise. And the only reason I'm speaking of business wise, because what this world's coming to. Not saying that you got to really do your own business. Like if somebody in your household, and I spoke about this in my podcast, if somebody's in your household already have a business, which one making them shine to? Which one, building that business up to you? Y'all can partner or just get them customers. It's about just bringing the money into the household, family. Because you already see, they say how can they say we're not in inflation, but or a recession or whatever. I didn't fail that class. I barely passed it. So, to microeconomics and all this other stuff. Y'all know how y'all can take college classes and you read the books, you be like, I'm gonna pass this. And then when you get like this age, you're like, oh, that's what that meant. Oh, that's I should have dug deeper there. But anyway, you know how you take a marketing class and you take an accounting class, and then when you go in business, you're like, dang, I wish I would have studied more. I wish I'd have did this. But just in your village and your community, stepping out and building a community, other people teach you. Just like when I was talking about Ajay Slay, Ajay, she does business cards. She got me a couple of business cards, and I loved it. And now she has books. She created a book that she's handing out to people, and it has my business in there. And I'm like, well, you never know who can see it. Just like you guys, you never know what you can do in your own community. Because it's all about shining your light, family. I probably said all that wrong, but I hope you get what I'm saying. I hope you get what I'm saying, because it could be one thing that somebody do, one thing you do on social media, whether it's on, I ain't gonna say the TT, but what you're gonna do on Twitter, what you're gonna do on Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, that can actually show and just bring you millions and millions of customers. We all want millions and millions of customers. You don't think I want millions and millions of customers? That I can reach out and tell them that they need to poop? They need to poop. I know I'm clowning when it's an hour and 30 minutes. Ain't nobody gonna watch this live over. But it's okay, family. Anybody got questions? Anybody got questions? I appreciate you guys. Gratitude. I know I keep saying it, but I don't know. It's so much, family. It's so much. I'm getting tired of being lied to. I know I am. I know I am. But I hope you guys actually went out and look at these movies, because like I said, when you go to movies, you are actually paying them to hypnotize you. I just want to say that. So if you're not being lied to and not looking at this movie like, I'm not going to let it hypnotize because I don't agree to anything that this doing. Nope, I don't agree. So you got to say it to your head consciously, so don't feed you crap. Because sometimes that stuff gets on you. You be like, is that true? You be doubting yourself. But look, family, I'm going to end here. If y'all have any questions, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Gratitude for listening. And I hope, you listen to the God that's inside you and shine your light bright, family. Don't let no one steal your joy, take your peace, think you're crazy. Don't let nobody think you're crazy. And if you need help, go get help. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go get help. Go get help, family. Because a lot of us are chemically unbalanced. A lot of us are chemically unbalanced. So we're drinking this water. Y'all know we're drinking this water. And if the water ain't getting plastic in it, because they talking about it more now. So you got to watch what water you drink. Plastic. I had this clip and I couldn't find it. I know I promised that I was going to let some people hear it on my podcast. I didn't let them listen to my podcast. But they were saying how plastic is getting in the foods, and they were showing how the number, like right here, this one doesn't have a number, but on your plastic containers, go and look at your plastic containers. They have a number. That number means something. Just like your toothpaste, when that little black tab or that little green or that red, don't get the red, family. Don't get the red or the black. Get the blue or the green. More like the green, because you want it organic. You want it natural, the correct natural, not the natural stuff that's in that chemical compound. Y'all don't want that. But we just got to be more smarter. But all right, somebody said I appreciate you guys too. Hey Henry, how you doing? Peace, beloved. But I'm gonna end here if you guys don't have any questions. I'm gonna end here. But I just wanted to make sure that I pour out all this stuff so you can see what I mean when I was talking about dimming your light. A lot of it's on purpose, but it's up to you, family. It's up to us. It's up to us. That's why you be like, why my skin is this and why my skin that? Because I be drinking. That water. Look, if you guys, I know you guys don't really listen to my podcast, but I did speak on water. I did, I forgot what was the name. Where's my other phone? Here. I was speaking with you guys. There's and I put it twice. It's in the medical journal. Y'all know we don't get the medical journal because we ain't no doctors, and it's in the doctors. Y'all know. I just gotta voice this. But if you go on YouTube, like late night, it's all on late night. All you gotta do is say is, because y'all know the phones be listening to us and be talking, because right now the phone's listening and recording me. You just gotta say, Herbis Viola spoke about, y'all know I'm clowning. Herbis Viola spoke about that lady spoke about that water. What was she talking about in the medical journal? It was saying how it went to certain cities and they checked the water, and they were saying how toxic the water is because most water plants do not test the water for prescription medicine inside of the water. And you be like, well, hell, they should test for everything so we can have the purest and cleanest water, right? Don't y'all feel the same way? Just like fluoride. Family, I just got to throw this in here. I saw this clip, and y'all know I be making videos and be throwing certain clips in there. They were showing how when they put fluoride in the water, they got the chemical suit, got a mask. I mean, they taper down. Like if y'all go see the outbreak, when they tape up the seals of the glove to the sleeve, and they taped up the seal to the, that's how they go pour fluoride in the chemicals and whatever. They suit it down. But we take fluoride like it ain't nothing. Y'all better stop taking that fluoride. But it's the same thing with our water. In these water treatment plants, right? In these water treatment plants, you thinking they doing the best they can to make sure our water is superb. Y'all see my mouth, right? Like, what the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna end there, but I talked about that on my podcast. So if y'all really want to listen, I spoke about that on the podcast. I just gotta find, it's a YouTube, no, it's an Instagram clip. That's where I got it from. It's an Instagram clip, and I can't say I can put it on here because I would have to go back. What I need to do is start just putting it in my inbox. I need to DM myself, right? That's probably a good thing. DM yourself, Viola, and you can put the stuff out here on the social media, and we can go back and listen to it. Yeah, right. I'm gonna do that. See how I brainstorm. Yeah, see, I'm talking to myself. But y'all know I was doing that way back before. But I'm gonna end here, family. I'm gonna end. I'm stop cutting out. But look, stop letting people dim your light. All right, family. Gratitude. Herbis Viola, I'm out, family. Bye. Oh, she's saying it. You saying who you are. Okay. But I'm gonna end, family, because I'm gonna get myself in trouble, and it's already an hour and 30 minutes. Love you guys. Bye.